Yes, yes, y'all. Jaclyn Gee right there with Trust off of her new project Gypsy Rose, and got her on the phone right now. How's it going?
What's up? How's it going?
Good. Very impressed with the sound you got now. It's like you from before you were, just starting out, and now it's like it's so polished, and the production value, everything. It's next level. I'm digging it.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
It's good, and you got the videos and all that kicking and stuff.
Yeah, I'm just trying to step it up each time I do a project. So
that's the way to do it. You got to
progress every time.
Yeah, for sure. You got some shows coming up as well. You're going to be performing in Toronto next week, right, at the Rock Pile. That's on the 16th, is it?
That's right, yeah. I also have a show in Saskatoon on the 12th, and then Toronto the 16th, and Guelph on the 17th.
Cool. Yes, Saskatoon, that's right.
Yes, I'm excited.
How is it in Saskatoon?
Oh, it's always a good time there. Like, I feel like Saskatoon and Toronto area are always really good turnout, and like the vibes are always really good, so we always enjoy going there.
Nice. And then you're also going to be hitting the road again with Snack, right? In a month after that.
Yeah, that's right. We're going across Canada right after, so very shortly after I come back from Toronto, we leave, and then we do Canada, and then we do Europe right after.
Busy.
Yeah.
Just doing it.
We like to be.
Yeah, no, it's good to be on the road, definitely, and the fans are, every time you guys have been touring, I remember from the first time starting out, and every year, it just keeps growing, and more people are coming out, and more people are starting to recognize the talent that you guys got.
Yeah, it's really exciting. Like, every time we go, it just gets a little bit more crazy, and we see more faces, and so, yeah, it gets us pumped because it gives us the motivation to keep going, so.
What do you think is the difference in comparison? Because now you've had a chance to go out to Europe. You were out there before. Yeah. What is it like, in your opinion, from the difference between the music scene out there doing the shows in Europe and doing the shows and touring in Canada?
I would say Europe, like, the shows are way crazier out in Europe. Like, the fans there, basically, they're just like die-hard hip-hop fans. They're like all about the old school hip-hop, and so like anytime anybody comes through, they always like come out to support, which is really cool to see. And I just think that like they don't really like pay attention to the internet very much and like listen to music online. They kind of like enjoy the whole live show aspect of it all. So yeah, it's really cool. Like, it's a different vibe for sure, but I mean, Canada is always a good time too, but I would say like the difference is just probably twice as many people at the shows there. So yeah,
that's cool.
It's pretty crazy. It's pretty surreal. So just to like be able to travel across seas and have people like know the words to your music, like not necessarily all of them even know English, but they just know like the songs, and they like kind of dissect the lyrics and look them up online so they can like translate them and really get the understanding. So it's cool. They just like appreciate the music there.
That's cool. Yeah, no, I definitely feel like that over in Europe. There's a lot more hype, and the crowds come out. I know for a fact when you're in Canada, you come into a town, you're doing a show there, and there's people at home doing exactly what you're saying on YouTube, watching other artists perform when they've got artists in their own city performing, and it's, the places where they actually want to come out and see live shows, so they're always, hungry for it, looking for posters and stuff like that, and seeing who's going to be around next, and they're like, if there's someone going to be here, I'm going to be there.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Well, that's good. So you've got the new project out, Gypsy Rose. If you can, talk to the people a little bit about the project, having it out, what was kind of like some of the thoughts behind the creation process of it, and how do you feel about it now that you've got it released?
Well, my goal since the very beginning, like, of kind of taking my music, like, really seriously, it was just to, like, I don't know, just like spill everything that was on my heart at the time, you know what I mean? Like whatever I was going through in life at that point, and like just, try to progress each time that I put something out. So for me, like, this is my favorite project that I've done so far. I've like just had better features on it. Like, I was really excited to have Attorney a part of the project. She's a female MC from Toronto.
Yeah, she's dope. She's mad dope. I love Eternia.
Yeah, I grew up listening to her, so that was like a crazy, huge honor to have her a part of my project. So, I just take pride in this project because I feel like I really portrayed what I've like wanted to say for a really long time. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Yeah, and the beats, I mean, I feel like the beats are way crazier on this one. I tried to like really kind of hand pick my beats and just kind of give like different moods, you know? So it's just different throughout the album. So, and I kind of feel like I achieved that on this one. So, yeah, Gypsy Rose, check it out on iTunes.
Yeah, it's out there. You got it on iTunes. You got some songs on your SoundCloud, obviously. Yeah, I definitely want to play this tune with Eternia for the people here. You want it in a minute, but we were talking before a little bit about where you were coming up in the beginning before we got on air here. You're from the west coast of Canada, right?
Yes, I am. I'm born in Surrey, BC, and then I kind of grew up in the Okanagan area, like Vernon and Kelowna. So I would say I'm mostly from there, but I've been kind of like a gypsy my whole life. That's sort of where like the Gypsy Rose came into play. Because I've kind of like lived all over BC and Alberta, so I've lived in like a little bit of everywhere. So, but I would say I'm mainly from the lower mainland, Vancouver area.
Nice. And that's that whole area around there. If you're a gypsy traveling around the mountains of BC in the Okanagan Valley or any place close to Vancouver and stuff, you're just soaking up the beauty of Mother Nature.
And I don't know if you follow us on Instagram and see all of our lake pictures in the summertime, but we really like to live it up.
Yeah, definitely.
Snack and I both are just like, we love nature and we love camping and going like swimming at the lake. So that's kind of like what we do in our spare time. And like Stokes, BC allows that. It's kind of like the best of both worlds. In the wintertime, you can snowboard up at the hills, and then like summertime, you have the lakes right there. So I love where I'm from. And, like, traveling around the world kind of gives you, like, a new appreciation for home.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
I've been so tempted. Every time I'm over on the West Coast, I'm just like, I just want to stay here. I don't want to go back home.
I don't blame you. I mean, every place has its pros and its cons, so...
That is true. The one thing that I find over with the West Coast is that there's not many cities like right connected and close to each other. Like if you want to travel around, it's difficult to go, a few hours. But then over here in Central Ontario, there's just like so many cities around here. But at the same time with music, you can travel anywhere in the world. And I think it's so important that you have embraced that in the whole tour concept of getting your music out to people. Like some artists don't really do that, you know what I mean? They kind of sitting on the back burner with their music, and they're not really... they're scared to take it out as far as you guys have, you know what I mean? So I gotta applaud you and give you kudos for actually standing up and going out there and just like relentlessly hitting the road and touring, because it takes a lot out of you, I'm sure. Like, what has been some of your experiences as far as when you're touring, having it kind of be a draining aspect and like the negative side of thing as opposed to like always the positive? Like, what are some of the things that you've had to overcome and battle and struggle with while being on the road and being away from home?
Well, I would say it's like a little bit more difficult for girls to tour, just because like girls tend to be tinier and have lower immune systems. So when we go on the road, we're like trying to eat healthy, you know what I mean? Like I'm trying to get my salad and my smoothie, but like it's a little bit difficult sometimes to like, there's not a lot of places around where we are, especially if we're in like a foreign place, you know what I mean? We can't go and like hit up a Booster Juice. Like, it's all completely foreign, it's a different language, everything. So we kind of just eat whatever we're, like, given, or, you know what I mean? And so basically it's just difficult because, like, I start to feel sick when I'm on tour. I get really run down fast. And I think people kind of get caught up in the whole, like, oh, my God, it's so cool that you get to tour, like, must be so like awesome and glamorous. Like they think it's so glamorous, and I have like a makeup artist, but I do my own makeup. I do my own makeup for shows, and it's like sometimes I don't even have time. Like I'm just like throw on my sweatpants, throw my hair in a bun, and then go and rock a show. And I'm just like fuck. Sorry, on the air.
It's okay.
But
that's appropriate.
that's basically how it is. So, yeah, it definitely, like, I love touring, and I feel, like, so blessed and honored to be able to do that. So, like, for me, it's kind of like a sacrifice I'm willing to take, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
It's like getting run down and not having time to, like, get my hair and my makeup properly done and, you know, feel like I'm on top of the game or whatever. But it's just, like, it's totally worth it in the end because I get to do what I love to do, so...
Exactly, and that's what I love hearing, and I want the people to hear that too, because I think that a lot of people do get that impression that it's just like, oh, they see the tour poster and they see you, they get all these pictures on Instagram and stuff of you in front of big crowds and stuff, but it's like they don't really understand. It's like a lot of that is time away from family, time away from friends that are close back at home, and you know, and it is really a sacrifice. You have to do that. That's why I gotta congratulate you guys for going so hard. As you had like 2 months in a row, you're pretty much going to be gone from home.
Oh, yeah. And that's like, we probably do that 3 times a year, so it gets pretty hard on, like, your body and your mind state, you know what I mean? And, like, of course, you miss your family and your friends, and we've got a cat, so when we go on tour, we're just like, yeah, we can't wait to get back to him, so.
That's cute. Yeah. That's cute. That's funny. Awesome. Well, the people understand it, appreciate it. Jaclyn Gee, she's going on tour. Look out for the tour dates there. You're going to be here in Guelph on April 17th, so looking forward to that. And it's an all-female showcase show, so it's the first one I've ever got a chance to put together. I was like, yo, I've got to make it happen, and I'm really excited for it. We got a harpist that's coming out. There's a guitar players, a belly dancer, a hip-hop dancer, everything, so it should be a fun one.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to it.
Boom, boom. All right. Your links for people, best place to check out your music would be?
Check me out at twitter.com/JaclynGeeMusic, as well as Instagram.com/JaclynGeeMusic. And you can look my music up online on iTunes. Just type in Jaclyn Gee, Gypsy Rose. That's my latest project. And, of course, I'm on YouTube.
That's what it is. Jaclyn Gee, spelled Jaclyn and Gee. Go and check her out online. All those links, they're out there. Much respects. We'll definitely get connected when you're over here.
Cool. I'm looking forward to it. I'll see you soon.
All right. Take care.
You too. Bye.
Peace.